If you want to create a polished CV quickly and without overthinking the formatting, ChatGPT can help you build one in minutes. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to use a simple prompt to generate a clean, ATS-friendly CV, and then how to refine it so it sounds more professional, more tailored, and more likely to get noticed by recruiters. If this tutorial helps you, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy AI tutorials just like this. Let's get started. First, open ChatGPT in your browser and go to the message bar. This is where you'll type the prompt that tells ChatGPT exactly what you want it to create. The key here is to give it a clear role, a clear goal, and enough context so it can produce a useful result instead of a generic one. Copy and paste this prompt into the chat. Act as a professional resume writer. Using the work history and job description provided, create a clean, ATS-friendly CV. Use bullet points for achievements and include a skill section. Format it in Markdown. This prompt works well because it tells ChatGPT what role to take, what the final output should look like, and what details matter most. By asking for an ATS-friendly CV, you're making sure the resume is structured in a way that applicant tracking systems can read easily. By requesting bullet points for achievements, you're making the document more readable and more impact-focused. And by asking for Markdown, you're making the text easy to copy into other tools or documents. After you enter the prompt, ChatGPT will usually ask you for your work history, your job target, or both. This is where you want to paste in your experience as clearly as possible. Include your job titles, company names, dates, responsibilities, measurable results, education, certifications, and any relevant skills. The more specific you are, the better the CV will be. If you already have a job description for the role you want, paste that in too. This helps ChatGPT tailor the CV to match the language and priorities of the job posting. That's one of the biggest advantages here, because a tailored CV is always stronger than a generic one. Once ChatGPT gives you the first draft, read through it carefully. Look for sections that feel too vague, too long, or not specific enough. If the summary sounds dull, click the message bar again and ask for a revision. For example, you can say, make the professional summary more punchy. If one of your jobs has achievements that could be stronger, ask it to quantify the achievements in my second role. If you want the tone to sound more confident, say so directly. You can also ask ChatGPT to rewrite individual bullet points so they sound more results-driven. For example, instead of just listing duties, ask it to focus on accomplishments, metrics, and impact. That might mean adding numbers, outcomes, or examples of how you improved processes, saved time, increased sales, or supported customers. Another useful tip is to ask ChatGPT to keep the language concise and professional. A great CV should be easy to scan, especially if a recruiter only spends a few seconds on the first review. So avoid long paragraphs, keep the formatting clean, use clear headings, and make sure the skills section includes keywords that are relevant to the job you want. If the output is too generic, don't stop there. Use follow-up prompts to refine it. You can ask ChatGPT to make it more tailored to a specific industry, more formal, more modern, or more achievement-focused. You can also request a one-page version if you want something shorter and more compact. Once you're happy with the content, copy the CV and move it into your preferred document editor. From there, you can make any final visual adjustments, check spelling and grammar, and make sure the layout looks clean and professional. Then you can save it as a PDF and start applying with confidence. The biggest benefit of this process is speed. Instead of staring at a blank page, you now have a strong starting point that you can refine in just a few minutes. That saves time and helps you present your experience in a much better way. So to recap, open ChatGPT, use the professional resume writer prompt, paste in your work history and job description, review the first draft, and then keep refining it until it sounds exactly how you want. With a few smart edits, you can turn a rough draft into a strong CV but feels polished, targeted, and ready to send out. If this video helped you create your CV faster, please hit the like button, subscribe for more AI tutorials, and check out the next video for even more practical ways to use ChatGPT in your job search and everyday workflow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.